Grace and peace, Grand Rapids. I'm Pastor Leroy Tolbert. Welcome to Entrepreneurs on the Move. I'm here today with a special guest, a woman of God that's been targeting an area which can develop and help even those that's not able to help themselves to purchase their own homes. I'm here with the owner, the entrepreneur, the woman of God herself. Her name is Tisha Mosley. She's the owner of Rustic Real Estate and Financial Services. And I'm going to ask Tish at this time just to tell us a little bit about yourself. Let Grand Rapids know who we're working with.
Well, I have been born and raised in Grand Rapids and transitioned over to outside of Detroit, initially to go to Eastern Michigan University.
Wow.
Finished that up, ended up staying over there for 20 plus years. And so now I have made my way back to assist my mother who needs a little more attention.
Yes.
You know, she's at that age where, you know, she needs her kids there and we are there.
That's good. I want to say this on a biblical aspect. It's awesome when you find children. The Bible says, bring up a child the way they should go. When they get old, they won't depart from the faith. I commend you for even being an entrepreneur, a business owner, and still having the compassion to care for your parents. Give me just a briefing of somewhat. I know your company also deal with brokers, and having that real estate experience. What motivated you to even go forth in establishing your own business?
Well, that's a good question. Well, years ago, my father, when he was alive, he was a rental property owner, and so he was an investor, and so back in that day, because I saw him as a child, my sister and I, we saw him deal with so much. You know, we didn't initially wanted to get into the business. I'm the one that's in the business now. And it's just like coming full circle. And I'm so glad that I made the decision to transition from being a business consultant to the real estate industry. It's a lot to learn, especially going from one side of the state into now Grand Rapids and building a new network and et cetera. So, but God is making it happen.
That's beautiful. I was wanting to ask you, the name of your company is so phenomenal, Rustic Real Estate. Where did you develop that name from, or what drew you to that point of Rustic?
Right, in honor of my father. His last name is Rustic. So that's where that came from.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So the legacy of your father will continue.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Give me, how long have you been a broker?
Well, it's actually, I am a realtor.
Realtor,
yes. And for Rustic Real Estate and Financial Services, I've been a realtor for about 5 months now.
Wonderful.
New in the business.
Wow.
Been with the credit piece, the financial services piece, since it's going on a year now in February. And it's been a great journey thus far, and I'm looking forward to serving more people.
Tell me some tools that you use in your business. What type of tools do you use at Rustic that can help develop or help motivate different families or persons to become a homeowner?
Okay, well, from the financial services side of the business, we do offer for those who may be struggling with their credit. We do have some credit building tools that they can engage in, and we work right alongside of them. And so we take this journey with them, and we take it very serious with our clients. And so we aim at helping people who may have a fear of dealing with their finances or talking about their finances. People who have struggled for many years, and they may have not had a family where they talked about it. And so sometimes that leads into, you know, as you become an adult, where you have, that may be a weak area for you. And so we understand that. We keep that in the back of our minds, who we're working with, and being able to not judge them for where they are, because we see a lot in our community where just there's a disparity there. You know, we don't have the education, of course, we were never taught when we were in school. And so now that, you know, they're adults, now what do? We see a lot of people being financially literate, you know, and then we see a lot of people who are struggling. And so that's where our heart, that's where our value is, and that's where our motive is to help the community in that way. And so there's a variety of different tools that we can offer them, such as a tool that help build their and restore their credit. We have net worth tools where it would tell them their net worth, and so they can get a real clear picture of where they are in their finances. And I've just met with someone the other day, and he stated that he didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Right.
So basically, your agency, Rostic Real Estate Agency, even though it's a financial services.
Yes.
So you all do help prepare
Yes.
individuals' credit.
Yes.
Or give them ways and means or tools.
Yes.
How to develop that they can move forward in purchasing their own home.
Yes.
So do you all have a system that can allow the individuals to know what area they need to address as far as their credit reports? Or
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So what the initial meeting would be just to sit down with them, just to see where they are. You know, see where their comfort is.
Okay.
You know, see where their strengths, their weaknesses lie. You know, and being honest and upfront and transparent about it, and then developing a relationship, because like again, they don't like to talk about their finances. And so this is a very sensitive subject. And so we sit down there and we'll write out a plan for them in order to get them on track to where they want to go. So it just really depends on where their comfort level is to get started.
So Rostic is somewhat what I would just basically say to myself is an area that those that are disadvantaged or not capable of knowing how to move forward.
Yes.
Or they were at a stagnant point, or financially they found themselves in a dilemma and they don't know how to move forward.
Right.
So your clients that come in, what type of, I would say, percentage that comes in qualified, or percentage that come in unqualified, or do everyone that come in you're able to assist, you help build not only their character or their morale, or push them to where they need to be? Do you all offer somewhat of a group setting that trainings is there, or I'm trying to go somewhere.
It's okay.
You know, in regards to trying to help those that don't know how to help themselves.
Right. Well, you know what? I think just being transparent. We all are somewhere. We got to meet people where they are.
Okay.
And so we do offer trainings individually and also groups where we offer, you know, what's the process? What's the home buying process?
Okay.
So we'll go from A to Z on how to do that, and then also help them to see where they presently are financially, emotionally, you know, what type of relationship that they have with money, and see what patterns that continue to repeat itself. And so we can help identify those things.
I love it.
Yes.
So what type of marketing tools do your agency use as far as publicity? What do you all do?
Yeah.
As far as, you know, marketing?
Marketing. For marketing purposes, we do use social media because that's where the people are, obviously. And so we'll do, you know, videos, we'll do online interviews as well. Different postings about what we do, educational posts, you know, just to share with them, you know, as they peruse in the internet to help capture their attention, because people are watching regardless. If they check that like mark or not, they are watching. And then we also go into different organizations and we reach out to churches just to help let them know we're here. You know, we are a resource.
Major question, because sometimes we find ourselves not capable of having somewhat the ability to go forth and express ourselves.
Yes.
If you've never been in this area of real estate or mortgage or even dealing with brokers, it's somewhat a fear, you know, to some individuals.
Absolutely.
And so we don't know the language.
Right.
And so I think it's potent. I love that you are willing to go into different churches, or you're going to different agencies, or you're willing to have group meetings.
Yes.
Or you will allow your staff as well as yourself to be somewhat transparent.
Yes.
That a person can talk to you whether they understand or not.
Right.
And sometimes we are lack, like the word of the Lord says, we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And sometimes the things that we need is right before us, but we don't have the capabilities to go get it.
Exactly.
And so I commend you for offering assets as well as stability or goal settings for different people. And I think that's so critical, because we live in a day and a time where sometimes people do not have what they really desire because they don't know how to go get it.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know? And we know the word says, cast all of your cares upon him, for he careth for you. I believe in the word, and I believe that God will send people your way to help develop you. and to help push you to where you need to be.
Yes.
And sometimes that push is something that we all need, because we didn't grow up with families that had the capabilities to push us.
Right.
Or we're dealing with single family homes
Yeah.
where the mother had to be the mother and the father.
Yes.
And then we look around and then we find our examples sometimes in the church.
Yes.
You know, we have to focus on what God have developed us to do.
Yes.
But we got to remember everything that we do, being a child of God, as well as yourself.
Yeah.
Everything that we do in life is to push somebody
Yes.
to their next destiny.
Absolutely.
And if we quit pushing, how is a person going to get to where God wants them to be?
Yes.
So I believe he equipped all of us to do that.
Yeah.
And you said something so interesting to me that I have to talk about your father. He was an investor.
Yes.
And you said that's what helped develop you or motivate you to get to where you're at now.
Yes.
So in that aspect, give me just an example of your father's work or his labor. What did he do
Okay.
in his lifetime?
Yeah, actually, he worked for Steelcase here in Grand Rapids, and retired from there.
Okay.
And so he loved money.
Okay.
Let me just say that was his motivator. He loved the freedom that it gave him.
Okay.
And so then he just went into rental properties.
Okay.
Yep. So I think that was the strong motivation for him to. It was important for him to have his own money and to have, being able to leave a legacy for his family.
Okay.
Yes.
That's potent.
Yes.
You know, sometimes what we do as people, we take for granted the things, the tools that our parents or our ancestors had instilled in us.
Right.
And then we fail to realize they've given us some tools that we have to just use.
Yes.
And we know that wisdom and knowledge only comes from above.
Yes.
But I tell everyone that I meet that life itself is something new every day.
Every day.
And sometimes
Every
what we
day.
do, we get stuck at a particular area and we can't move forward.
Yes.
And so what God does, he places people in our lives that give us that little push to get to where he wants us to be.
Right.
It's like a washing machine. We go back and we go forward. But sometimes we stay back and when we should be going forward.
Yeah.
So I want to say this to you again. I commend you for the great success of your business.
Thank you.
Being a business entrepreneur in the city of Grand Rapids. And sometimes as people, we fail to realize if you never had a push,
Right.
how can you ever get to where you want to get?
Absolutely.
And so to you, Tish, I want to commend you on a great area in which the Lord is prospering you in.
Thank you.
And your company, Rustic Real Estate, as well as financial services, is moving forward.
Yes.
And I pull off my hat to you. In the city of Grand Rapids, I commend you to keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
Grand Rapids, if you ever wanted to even go and find an agency that can assist you or equip you in the area in which you need to be equipped, I invite you to find yourself connected to Tish Mosley in the Rustic Real Estate Financial Services. And she can give you their phone number that you can personally contact them, and they can equip you or help you to get to the area in which you're trying to get to.
Yes. Well, you can contact us, area code 616-747-0710, or you can visit our website to get more information at rusticrealestate.com.
Okay. Grand Rapids, thank you for tuning in to the Entrepreneurs on the Move. And I'm with the queen herself, the owner, the entrepreneur, Miss Tish Mosley. Thank you.